Hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Libras, let's go ahead and jump on into this one, Libra, and we shall see where this storyline is going to take us. What's the energy surrounding Libra at the moment? We've got a Knight of Pentacles and a Four of Swords. Knight of Pentacles is the vibe of slow moving. Four of Swords is the energy of healing, silence sometimes, and solitude as well. We may have a divine masculine, possibly an earth sign or an air sign. Hanged Man. So now we're bringing in some Pisces. What is this? This is somebody who's been listening closely to their third eye, about the way their life is going to grow. If they have had some detours along the way, some things that they've realized, I need to work on me, I need to heal some things, they've gone ahead and done that, not because they ever changed course on what their destination is, but because they realized I need to be whole and rested and take care of me as I journey forward. Now, this delay seems to have been for a very good reason, but for a while, it's almost like he went off grid. All those tree roots got uprooted, or he's being transplanted or something. Is that what this is? Has somebody, their goal is the same, but they've been transplanted into a different area? We actually have the sun. This is super positive. Whatever the delays have been in, I'll say this masculine's life, have been for the best. Now, how does this impact Libra? I mean, for all I know, this is the Libra that we're talking about. Knight of Wands. No, that this is somebody who's really attracted to Libra, has been for a long time. But this could be somebody who hasn't moved toward Libra for a while. Good. It's good that they didn't, because they had some healing that they had to do. They had some changes that they needed to make. How they feel, who they are hasn't changed, but a healing energy that needed to happen, a delay that occurred in their life, it actually got them on the right track. So now they're very clear, they're very happy, they're very warm. If anything, I think now that they are back to like full, let's say they were unhealthy for a period of time, like literally got sick or something. We all understand when somebody's like, oh man, I got the flu, I got the cold, and it's like, oh, stay home, rest, I'll catch you when you feel better. Sometimes because we wind up sick, then we're also, we get behind in everything else, and it takes a while to play catch up even once we feel healthy again. But I think that all of these delays, if that's kind of what happened, it was all for the best. This is wonderful, in fact, because if anything, it has kind of enhanced their energy. I think that this person thinks a lot about Libra, probably always has, in their downtime when they did feel good enough, they may have had some fairly lusty thoughts toward Libra. If you notice, again, we've got kind of the light coming off of this, spangled walking stick here, and it's going right to that third eye again and right to their mouth. It just feels like this character has had plenty of passion for Libra, even though it hasn't been expressed, because they had to heal something, specifically heal something. Okay, so Libra in this story is showing up as a Queen of Pentacles. Libra is the reason that they decided, I really am going to go ahead and heal some stuff, because I got to get healthy and well so that I don't just pop in for a little bit of passion, but I want a lot more than just a little. Okay. Interesting that Libra's coming out as an earth sign in this story. Give me another one. Yeah, definitely. With the Chariot, they look at Libra as the person that they like, the goal. This is the destination. Yes, this person has taken time to be able to get on the path to follow this destination. Let's give a scenario. Let's say this is somebody who saw Libra and was like, oh, damn, I like that Libra. By the way, this Libra could have blonde hair, does not have to. They could dye their hair blonde or have highlights. In particular, I don't know, it almost feels like they met this Libra like at a festival, or like this Libra does some cool stuff to their hair, or, it almost feels costume-esque a little bit. And I'm picturing like somebody who's, they put like jewels or extra things, or maybe their hair is just particularly like glossy or shiny. Libra may tend to wear some interesting jewelry, dangling earrings, things like that. Whether they're masculine or feminine is irrelevant, but they definitely are pretty decked out in some jewels. And this, we see a fawn on this, even though it's a queen's card. So I'm going to say that this was a relationship that really didn't get off the ground, but they knew Libra is somebody really stable. Libra is somebody that they would want to like be able to be in a connection and have it be stable. Like, I mean, to put it simply, oftentimes the Queen of Pentacles is associated with home. If they wanted to go home, and the Chariot can literally be a car driving, wheels of a car moving forward. I'm sorry, my baby is very active today. I hope it's not too loud. He's in a whole different side of the house. But with them having this passion, I kind of feel like this was their secret fantasy. Like this is, they would think about like, oh, I want to go where Libra is. Someday I'm gonna drive to them. This does feel like they would have to travel to get there. I will say that. And for a period of time, they didn't go anywhere. For a period of time, they've been in one spot. I don't even know that they ever asked Libra out. This could be somebody who was like, someday I'm going to ask them out. Someday when I am healed up, in fact, I need to get healed up. I need to figure some stuff out in my life so I can move toward that amazing Libra. It just feels like Libra was very much their motivation to get themselves healed and to move in a direction. 8 of Wands. Gosh, this is all like they have been very focused, hyper focused, in fact, on Libra for quite some time. I mean, at least possibly 8 months. Strong Sag energy coming in. This is somebody who's wanted for such a long time to communicate to Libra, but instead they were in total silence. Tell me about the total silence here. We got 4 of Swords. We've got the 6 of Wands. We've got the King of Cups. Okay, so I mean, the total silence was for a reason. It was because obviously what they needed to do was get some stuff figured out, get some stuff, back on track so they could feel good in themselves. It's really hard to come forward if we're feeling like, man, I met somebody that I like, but it really shows me the areas of my life that I don't feel I've figured out yet. So both times they're riding a white horse. So they had some pretty pure intentions. And then when you couple it with that King of Cups, this is somebody who wants to be able to be like emotionally available and whole. They don't want to like, or I should say they didn't want to like come toward Libra if they were not going to be capable of like conveying how they really felt and making the best attempt at, having a relationship. What was it that they had to heal? Can I see that at all? 7 of Wands, something that was a lifetime struggle for them. Whatever this is their own personal thing. This has nothing to do with Libra. So whatever their personal struggle is, I really keep feeling like this is somebody who didn't even ask Libra out because they were like, I got to shake off this thing, this worry that I have, this fear that I have, this thing that always blocks me. I'm wondering if this person doesn't even get tongue-tied, or if they had some kind of, childhood wound or something that really bothered them, something that, was a stumbling block for them, something that they really struggled to be able to, not have stand in their way. They had to master it. This is them having to work through their own struggle. And even if Libra would have been like, what do you mean? Of course you can ask me out. You're somebody I'd want to date. It didn't matter. They wouldn't have been able to see that in themselves. They had these layers of things that they had to overcome so that they wouldn't sink back into, whatever the fears were or whatever it was that I keep feeling like it was old trauma. Like this is somebody who had old trauma and they wanted to feel like the trauma didn't define them anymore. And so that was very much their journey. And they didn't want to be in a relationship or even pursue anything with Libra unless they felt like their old traumas didn't define them. They're there. I mean, they have reached this point. The best thing they ever did was to go ahead, and maybe that's why we get this idea that they transplanted themselves into different energy, different soil, so they could grow differently from here on out. They had to break old patterns. They had to break old dialogues. They did it. That's a really strong person who did it for themselves. How's Libra? Where is Libra? in this story, right? Because they saw Libra as amazing and stable and whole. Libra's pretty tapped in, always kind of has been tapped into the Hierophant, their higher self. Libra is pretty serious. They're willing to, take certain risks in life, but not if the universe says, wait. Libra's like, I hear you, universe. I'm pretty tapped into, when the message is to wait, I listen. I don't know what I'm waiting for, but I know to wait. What does that mean for Libra and this person? 10 of Pentacles. It's interesting because I feel we're getting a lot of kind of like premonition storylines today. It feels like Libra has known that there's an amazing connection that was just up ahead for them. They just hadn't had that yet, but they've known that the person they'll marry is up ahead. They've sensed that, there's somebody that they will build a huge foundation with, but for the moment, maybe it's just been, Libra's been able to kind of like share some energy with this, with their own life of like, I'm going to build, I'm going to set my dreams in place. I'm going to be focusing on my money, my family, every other part of my life. But when it comes to things like marriage and long-term commitment, I know that that's coming also, but some pieces of that are going to be realized up ahead. And I can't really see who my person is yet. 6 of Swords, 5 of Cups. Libra might have felt lonely a time or two. Like, why can I not seem to just match with the person that would be in my greatest and highest good? Oh my gosh, Aries. There might have been some sadness for our Libra. They might have, kind of tried to just talk themselves out of any moments of like loneliness that they felt. Because I wonder if sometimes Libra wasn't picking up on this person's energy. So hang on. I felt like this person had never asked Libra out, but did Libra know who this person was? Was there like a desire, like, God, I wish that they would just come toward me? We have the Fool sideways. Yes. So there was like a moment at least when it almost seemed like Libra and this person were going to do something and then it wasn't realized. Like Libra might have thought a lot of times that this person was going to ask them out or was going to show up in their life and they didn't. And that could have led to some hurt. Like, I don't understand what's going on, but I'm just going to have to trust the universe on this and say, my life is still going to be good. I'm going to have lots going on. I've got my money I can get right. I've got relationships with family to focus on. But yes, I believe that at some point in time, I will have a really wonderful relationship. But man, I kind of got to let go of them right now because it's bringing me down and I'm sad, but I kind of got to let go because they haven't made a move toward me. I really think this is Libra letting go of them. They had to. Libra had to just kind of stop thinking about this person while this person, like I said, transplanted themselves someplace else and worked on what they had to change their life. And Libra had to let go of this to the point where I don't even think Libra has thought about this person in a long time. Have they? Libra, have you even had them on your radar anymore? 6 of Cups. Yes, but Libra's also freed them from like any need. It's not like Libra's like, oh, but I need them to come back. Libra said, I won't ever forget them. And soulmates tend to bump into each other again. So I've let go of any feelings of hurt or pain or missing them. But I'm, if I see them again, when I see them again, however this is going to go, it'll be just fine. I'm not upset over it. I don't cry over this. I released them. But yeah, probably I'll hear from them again someday or maybe in the next lifetime. However it goes, it goes. So Libra got real peaceful about this, about their non-action. But at this point, all we see is action on their part, right? Clarity and action time. Time to talk. Time to drive toward Libra. Time to drive home. So that to me is our final message is this person headed Libra's way? Hanged Man, we got one more delay, or seeing things through a different lens. This is somebody who's off planet. We got the Temperance in the reverse. Hang on, we still are seeing something is still unfinished. Palace of Wands, Knight of Swords, and yet I said, are they coming Libra's way? And they're like, wait, hang on. I have to look at things through a different lens. I have to see. It's like this person has a checklist. Is everything in order? I can't do this on an like an odd numbered day. It has to be on an even numbered day. They could be highly specific. I know that's a weird message, but that's what I just got off of that Temperance card being in the reverse. You know, like today is the 9th. Can't talk to Libra today. It's the 9th. You know, it has to be an even numbered day because that symbolizes, you know, like numbers that can be equally divided. I can't have something that isn't on a, you know, a perfect balanced day. Maybe they're waiting for just the right moment. I mean, we are coming up really swiftly to Valentine's Day. They might be saying it's, you know, the day that's symbolic to bring my whole heart into it and to just all of a sudden take that action. Is that what this is? Are you waiting for a symbolic moment? Because they definitely aren't doing it today, is what it says. Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the unicorn here. Yes, and I think it's going to be like, because of the unicorn, which is kind of mystical, mythical, I'm wondering if they're saying, yeah, it has to be just the right day at just the right time for this. Remember, they started out as the Knight of Pentacles. Everything has been part of the plan. I feel like this person is so attached to the plan. I had to, you know, I met somebody wonderful, but I can't invest until I've healed the things I have to. And that has to be healed in 4s. And it's going to take us, you know, whatever, 4 months, 4 years. It's going to take me that long. They set like this plan, and then, you know, and they transform everything that they need to on this very like important, like metronome. I don't know. That's such a weird message. I know. But even like when they talk, it's an 8. I got to communicate on an 8. I got to communicate on a, like, you know, everything has to be really super laid out, really perfectly defined here. It all has to be on, I just keep feeling like it has to be an even numbered day, not an odd numbered day. And it should have some mystical quality, and it should come full circle. So maybe it's going to even be down to like the last time they ever spoke to Libra. That has to be the time that they come back into Libra's life so that it completes a circle. You know, it's the same card. So it's like, no, I can't talk to Libra until I symbolically have a new beginning. The day we met initially, that's the day that I can reemerge in Libra's life and I can say everything. So no, I have to wait, because symbolically, that's the way this will work. I'm not going to lie. It comes across as a little bit of a controlling way to do this for them, but it's like it's an orderly kind of control. It's not like a control freak, but more like they believe symbolically that there's an importance that you close a cycle and then begin a new cycle anew. It feels like this is them getting back on the path at exactly the right moment. 5 of Wands. It's definitely they've thought so much about this, about the perfect time, about the perfect way, about the perfect everything. Picture, because what I have in my head right now is somebody like doing like double dutch, you know, in the jump rope, and you have to make sure that you get in on the right rhythm. Otherwise you get slapped in the face by one of the ropes, right? That's what this feels like. They have to jump in at just the right moments. I feel like it's going to be like on an anniversary of something. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing.